Look at that Morgue log.
That's sick. Our urban exploration of this abandoned hospital gave us a first-hand look inside a once highly regarded medical center that would go on to be at the very forefront of an FBI raid and subsequent investigation, all resulting from an alleged political scandal involving the former president of the United States, Joe Biden. Within just a few years after being sold to a parent company in 2017, the once successful hospital had suddenly turned into a complete disaster and would go on to permanently close in 2020, sending shockwaves throughout the surrounding community and eventually making headlines in various news outlets all across the country. The hospital's story begins when it originally opened back in 1973, but unfortunately, only 47 years later, the hospital was closed after its new parent company filed for bankruptcy just 3 years after taking control. To the townspeople, it came as a shock. However, the hospital staff saw the writing on the wall years before its seemingly sudden closure. Although the small-town hospital was quite self-sufficient and successful throughout most of its existence, things took a sudden and unexpected turn when it was sold to a parent company in 2017. That company allegedly began to run into serious financial difficulties when it began missing both staff payroll and vendor contract payments. This caused the authorities to begin looking into the hospital's administrative books and operations, which resulted in over 40 different violations, leading to its ultimate collapse as the medical center would go on to close in early 2020. Just a short time after the hospital's closure, an FBI-led raid would soon discover that the parent company was being run by Joe Biden's brother, James Biden. Further evidence indicated that the company had potentially been siphoning money from the hospital, including years of fraudulent Medicare billing and an additional $1.8 million in COVID-19 pandemic relief funds. It's alleged that James Biden even deposited hospital checks directly into the personal bank account of none other than his own brother, then future 46th United States President Joe Biden. Unfortunately, when James Biden and his company would go on to file bankruptcy in early 2020, it would also mark the end for the poor hospital, as it would never be able to rebound from such financial ruin and, of course, political scandal.
Look at this old surgical photo. That's pretty cool. Alright, so I think surgical needs to be down here. God, my shoes are so loud in this place. Surgical suite. This is what we want. Wow.
As of 2025, it seems that the FBI-led investigations are still ongoing, so it will be quite interesting to see what happens with the former medical center as well as now shady businessman James Biden. Today, the hospital still sits abandoned, and with nosy neighbors and local police both keeping a close eye on the property, it will be also interesting to see what happens to the now disgraced hospital in the upcoming years.
Look how much equipment is just left in this place. They have it all labeled, so it looks like they're gonna probably sell a lot of this stuff. You can see it's got these orange labels on everything.
This is where all the equipment goes to die. Right here. No. Oh, these are all defibrillators. And heart monitors. All the IVs. This is like ICU maybe, or CCU. It's like they were all lined up here.
This place is loaded. I was not expecting it to have this much. Look at all these really old monitors. So before I take some photos of that, I want to go find the surgical suite. It should be down here somewhere. Well, here's one. Let's see if the lights work. Yeah. Look at this machine. This glide scope. It's still hooked up. Look at that. As I move it. That's insane. That's pretty cool.
What a true waste. Look at all the striker stuff. Whew. That's worth a pretty penny.
Endoscopy. Wow. This room is insane. I was not expecting this, to be honest.
Some xylocaine right there. Some local anesthesia.
Got the wheelchair back there. Stainless steel cabinet. This is a really good surgical room to photograph. Look at all the tools that were left. Surgical tools. It's crazy how sometimes you can explore a hospital. It could be huge, like 10 stories, and there won't be anything left behind. And then you find ones like this that just literally have everything still.
Bones over there chilling. All these machines.
This hospital has like more left in it than probably 95% of hospitals I've ever shot. I'm actually blown away how much was left in this place. I mean, it's cool that they're at least gonna sell everything. I mean, look at this. Zeiss from Germany. Wow. I can't imagine how much money these things are worth.
Look at all these, jeez, monitoring machines for surgery. Look at that, wow. Those lights are smaller than the other ones. Pretty cool though. Look at this, just wild. Look at the optics on this. Carl Zeiss. So amazing, man, look at that. There's another one over here. This one's got multiple. Look at pictures from when the operating room was in use. It's wild. Even lasers, laser sonics. Jeez. Contact some aliens with this mug.
This place is just loaded.
Sketchy. So sketch. We gotta be real quiet because there's cars out front. They could be in here for all we know. So we're being quiet and careful.
Yeah, we went this way.
Yeah, we did, yeah. This way. These ones are pimping.
This is outpatient surgery.
Bro, they're all lined up. All the beds. That's cool.
Wow, look at this. Look at the decay in here. Ceiling tiles are starting to fall down from water.
This hospital closed a few years ago and has been in some serious controversy. They actually didn't pay their employees and went bankrupt. All that terrible, terrible stuff. You've got people working and not getting paid. And they eventually went bankrupt and had to close a few years back. And you can see it's just been sitting here, rotting away with all of this stuff in here. Although it looks like they either are setting up for an auction soon with all these lined up and tagged with stickers, or they had one and it didn't sell. I'm leaning toward they haven't had it yet because there's a lot in here.
Some small lamps and little surgical lights right there. Look at these body winches. I know. You gonna put something in this door? Alright, now we're gonna go look for the morgue. It is alarmed, yeah. So it looks like they're cleaning this out.
That's good because that morgue had that scrapped back the stainless steel things was scrapped, so maybe they're working on it down here.
Surgical suite. It's locked. Look at all these tools.
Yeah, it's crazy. Floor cut, down tray for pacemaker insertion. That's for pacemakers. Holy shit, dude, that's nuts.
Look at all these surgical tools. I've never seen anything like this in my life. As far as this much being left behind. Nothing. So this is that operating door that was locked. That's that door. This is operating suite. It says on the door. Did you check in here? Yeah. It's old surgical rooms. It's insane how much tools are in here, dude.
Most stats, like just hundreds, bro, on that motherfucker.
This is all like mechanical. Try and check it. It's a big door.
Morgue. Looks like it.
Was it?
It's different, bro. It's got the sideways trays.
Look at that morgue log.
That's sick. And there's the morgue right behind it. Any info?
No, just empty sheets.
Okay.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, snap. Yeah, there you go. 2018. Looks like they take the cooler temperature.
Temperatures, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, look at that.
Pretty cool.
That is. And then the morgue is right here. It's a unique one with the sideways trays that come out. Another one down here. It's got copper in there still. Pretty sweet.
Wow, look at this lab.
Centrifuge. Blood work. Look at that. That's wild. Damn, all the equipment is in here. Here's another one. These are worth a lot of money. Wow. Wild.
It's hot in here,
It's
dude.
hot as balls in here, bro. What's up with that? Sun beating. Just got a lab here. All this stuff. Vials. Coolers.
What's in here? Unicell. It is a counter cellular analysis system. Yeah, that's great for hematology. Another one. There are two. Lab is huge. Big centrifuge there. Acid. Hydrochloric acid right there. Look at the glassware and everything. This lab is really cool, and I love this microbiology stuff. This switches for ANAs only. Like a microbiology daily QC quality control chart. Let's look at that glassware and monitor. Wow. Magnification. Look at this thing working. Power on. Self-test error. I'm just blown away at the amount of stuff still left in this hospital. I mean, I've done a lot of hospitals. This is by far the one with the most stuff left behind that I've just ever seen. We were not expecting this either. This was kind of just on our route. So we were like, let's check out this hospital. We didn't really know much about this hospital until last night. I messaged someone that posted it, and they winded up confirming that it was a hospital we planned on checking. So we kind of knew what was in here. We seen about 2 or 3 photos, but we had no clue there would be this much stuff left behind. Looks like a big storage room right here. Yeah, some beds and wheelchairs and stuff. A lot of the kitchen equipment.
Got a good operating room right here. This floor, hell of a squeaks on both of our shoes. It's kind of obnoxious, so apologize about that. Striker again. Look at that. Operating room or recovery room, or I don't know what it is, but it's got a surgical light, so it makes me want to say operating room or surgical room. But it's kind of a different looking surgical room. Small. Only one light. Medicare. Something for your veins, maybe? Pillow down. Blood pressure machine. That light's fancy. And it's a striker. It's pretty sweet. Let's get some light on it. I hear the x-ray.
So we got an x-ray room there. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, this one's gutted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're starting to gut everything, so we got here just in time. Yeah, this x-ray room's gutted too. So here's where they would process all the x-rays. Oh, looks like we got here just in time. There's another x-ray room.
This one's bigger than the other one. It's got a bunch of stuff on the table. Look at how monstrous this one is. And it's a little newer. It's a Phillips. What is up with these? Interesting. And all the lead vests. We just found Radiology after walking around for a bit. Does not work. 2015, look at that. And then it's right here. Pretty outdated. No wonder it don't work. It's old. Not in bad shape though. I've seen enough x-ray tables and x-ray machines to last me a lifetime. Little pillow or something.
Alright, so we're up on the top floor now. This is the patient rooms. So, looks like they still have all the beds, which is cool. Yep. I'd imagine this floor is just going to be all patient rooms.
Look at all these dead flies all over the ground. Everywhere you look, there's dead flies. It's like creepy as hell with all this dead. Dude, they're everywhere. Holy shit. Anyways. I like that hospital bed. This little exam room of some sorts. No blood pressure. Exam table. It's like a little light. And another one. Pretty similar layout.
So we're up on the top floor, and it's just every room still has the beds in it, but that's pretty much all that's up here.
This is cool. This is the care unit. This is the care unit. You can see they got the glass doors so the nurses can see directly into the patients. And each one of these pretty much is still set up with a bed, TV, all the monitoring systems, tubing. Pretty sweet. And go over here and get a little pan over here so you can actually see the TV. There's the TV there. the phlebotomy chairs all lined up for blood draw. Oh damn, I want this at home. Shoo.
I think that about wraps it up for this explore at this abandoned hospital.
Seen it all in here.
Yep, it's 3 floors.
Good one.
Checked all 3. Seems like this place is getting cleaned out.
Yeah, it's getting work done.
So luckily we got it done. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a comment, like, subscribe.
Yes.
Thanks for the support, and we'll see you on the next one.